Welcome everybody, this is Leland with Icon Rocklear International. In today's video, I want to be exploring the true ins and outs of Icon Rocklear, and not from my perspective, but from a perspective of an industry leader, bona fide and credible beyond any reasonable doubt. And you guys will meet him in just a moment. What I want to explain here before we jump into anything is what we're doing with this hood. We're going to start off by doing a torture test on this side and showing what you can achieve with Icon Rocklear. And then on this side, we're going to leave it blank if the engineers and lab techs want to do anything with it. We're just going to leave this blank side over here as a control. So on this hood that came out of a junkyard a couple days ago, we have it here, and we're going to coat this side with Icon Rocklear and leave this side blank. Before we put anything on it, I want to show you guys that there's nothing on it by using the Next PTG Diag tool here to show you the depth of microns on both halves and see that it's pretty mutual across the board. I'm going to do 5 points over here and 5 points over here, and to show you that there's nothing on it. Once you see the depths of Icon Rocklear, and again, what you can achieve with Icon Rocklear, you'll see the vast difference in the two, not just in the color difference, but also, of course, in the depth and how thick Icon Rocklear is. So without further ado, I'm going to test this side over here in 5 different points, and then test this side, and then you guys will be able to see what all we're going to be rolling out in this really exciting video. So let's get into it. Starting over here. It's reading 109 microns. Bottom corner, 102. 102, center, 121, and on the right side corner, 107. All right, now on the soon-to-be Icon Rocklear coated side, again showing you that there's nothing on here yet. We'll start up here. 100 microns, coming down here. 108, 115 in the center, 120, and all the way to the right or the left, 125. So on the uncoated hood, those are the readings we are getting, and we're going to go ahead and coat this side of the hood now with Icon Rocklear. Alrighty, everybody, let me grab my tools off of here and save that. Okay, we're going to grab our Icon Rocklear, and again, you can see there's nothing on here. We just did the readings. We're going to show you the difference in what you can achieve with Icon Rocklear. We're going to be putting a layer of Icon Rocklear on this hood here. Okay, so without further ado, just as I'm applying it to my applicator, I want you to take note here how clear it is. It is crystal clear. There's no color to it. Completely transparent. So starting over here, we're going to go ahead and coat this hood. Bring that color depth back. Okay, and there you have it, guys. You can see the obvious difference between the two panels. This side's now been coated with Icon Rocklear. The control side remains untouched. all we have next to do is get on the road, and I will see you guys in Houston. What's up, everybody? It's Leland. We are here, guys. We are in Houston at John Parker's facility. It's a lab testing, chemical manufacturing facility. And guys, we are super excited for John to have donated his time for us to do a torture test on this hood that we coated back at the shop in Virginia. So we're here now. We have the hood here. John's going to tear this thing apart. We're going to do tests to it and get a true, honest third-party opinion of what you can achieve with Icon Rocklear. So without further ado, let's get it on with Icon.
Sure. So, man, I've been in the industry about 25 years. Started out in paint and bodywork, doing like restorations with my dad out of the garage. And he was a painter, so I learned to do like paint and bodywork from him. That's what kind of got me into cars. And then, man, we moved into, I started doing the paint corrections and everything a long time ago, and then bodywork, paint work, that kind of thing. Went into the military, did chemistry and microbiology. Whenever I got out, I was wanting to see like, what can I do? And I got into, obviously the detailing side of things, and then obviously making chemicals, and just have a passion for the automotive industry, man. And so I kept putting that passion, kept elevating as, my skill set as much as possible, which led me to, cool opportunities. Like, we did a car that actually, at the Detroit Autorama, won the Riddler Award for Best Paint, which was a pretty awesome honor. And that build took 3.5 years of my life, and man, I'm not really looking to do that anymore, but I love the chemical side of this business. So man, I got into, I worked for another chemical company. We did a lot of cool things with them. And whenever I left there, I wanted to keep pursuing that. So I opened my own chemical manufacturing facility, and like I said, man, just love to make this stuff. And we're making everything from soaps to industrial coatings and everything in between. And so I'm excited y'all made the trek out here, because I'm one of these people, I need to see this stuff. A lot of the claims on the internet are kind of like the most controversial product I see talking, on the internet right now. It's like, everybody's like, oh man, I can't do that. And I'm one of those people, I need to see this stuff, just because, I've dealt with these types of coatings for so long and I've never seen it myself. So whenever I hear, some of the claims, I was a little skeptical, and I appreciate y'all coming out today to actually, maybe prove me wrong and let me play on y'all's products, and I appreciate it.
Well, John, and that's the whole point we're here, is to show you, present our case, what it is, and have you pick it apart, and really use your expertise and your decades of experience in this industry to show the world what it truly is from a third-party, unbiased opinion. So I'd love to hear what you have to say. We're going to go through all these tests, tear this stuff apart, and really make Icon Rocklear. You do whatever you want to do to it, and see what the world is going to do to it.
Oh, I'm going to break it. You just wait. We'll see.
Perfect. Well, the challenge is accepted, and
awesome.
We're looking forward to seeing them anyways.
Awesome. Thanks for coming out with it.
So whenever I want to do abrasion testing, obviously I'm trying to remove as many variables as possible. So what I do is I personally just load up 100-gram weight so I can keep it consistent, and I don't want to alter my pressure, because even if I push on this thing, I'm going to alter my pressure whenever I'm doing that scratch test. So I want to drag it across the surface and see which one scratches more. So what I'm going to do is just drag this across the surface like this and see which side scratches more. You can see, I can see some straight line scratches coming up here. Barely anything there. But what I'm trying to do is not alter anything in my test. So I just continue to drag. That way I can see. And this is gonna be hard to see it because this side is so scratched up. You can definitely see the Icon side is barely taking any abrasion, which is pretty awesome. But I mean, this side is so hard to see it because there's so much scratches. I'm trying to drag it over the same exact area. That way we can create a pretty uniform scratch pattern. You can see, but anywho, that's how I do my scratch test. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some hot water so we can test the self-healing of it. I'm gonna crank up the RPMs, crank up the temp, get it to, we'll get it to temp pretty quick. And so this is a hot plate. This is what we use to create reactions and stuff like that. So. Sure enough, all those scratches are gone.
Look how hydrophobic it is, too.
Yeah. I don't know, are you still able to pick up right here? I don't know if you're able to pick up those scratches, but.
They're pretty much all gone.
Yeah, no, they're all gone now. Very cool. This is gonna have ultimate finishing ability. Like I said, sub-micron abrasives, I mean, I can show you these things under a microscope. They are itty bitty. All right, so I did 2 different sections. I went one more pass close by just to see, but nah.
You think it's gonna beat Icon?
No.
So
I mean, just by the eye, just by looking at it, the depth and the gloss, the clarity, everything, even with the best finishing polishes pretty much available, we don't have the depth and the gloss for sure. So this additive right here, I mean, this is what we put in coatings to add darkening effect. So if this can't, straight to the paint, can't create some darkening effect, then we'll really be able to see it right here. So this little additive is normally added in at about 1% into like a ceramic coating, but we'll wipe it in straight. Do a test section right in the middle and see what kind of darkening, or if we can add some gloss to the surface. Just gonna let it set up for a second and see if we can add any more gloss or depth or anything to even try to compare against the Icon side. So what I'm seeing is, obviously, with that amount of defects you had in the substrate, I mean, this looks wrecked. To be able to just wipe on a coating and have it look like this and cover up that type of film build, I mean, it has to have a lot of film build to cover up this type of sand scratches. No ceramic coating on the market could we wipe on the surface and have it look like this. So man, y'all's coating is really doing something, and it has to have a lot of film build to be able to do this. I mean, I don't know if you're able to capture that on camera, but this level of defect to come out to this level of clarity, yeah, I mean, formulating and working with coating companies for years now, I've never seen this in all my years of testing coatings from every company across the world. I've never seen a ceramic coating be able to take a surface that looks like this, wipe it on, and literally wipe it on and walk away and have it look like this. It's truly something special.
So we're doing all of this. We did 2 passes of paint correction, and we're adding straight additive to try to make this more clear.
Yeah,
than
add
the
some
Icon
gloss.
Rocklear.
And like I said, ultimately, even with ceramic coatings, we're talking half a micron of film build. This is obviously, you know, I'm guessing mils versus microns. So, you know, the average ceramic coating is say half a micron of film build. You know, this surface and this surface are completely different in gloss level. And it's just, you know, it's the same equivalent of me sanding this surface and putting more layers of clear coat. Like I would have to, as a painter, I would have to come sand this and add more clear coat to get this level of gloss and shine. And so to have that in a coating to where it's hand applied, this is not spray applied, and have it lay out like sheets of glass on the surface is, you know, from a chemistry side, is really hard to do. You know, manufacturing clear coats, industrial clears, whenever you spray apply them, the lack of texture in the surface is really phenomenal on how it laid out and was able to cover these defects. So that's, like I said, I've just never seen a ceramic coating do this, and I'm one of those people. I'm glad y'all came out, because seeing is believing, and there's a lot of products out there that, you know, they kind of make these claims, And to see this in person is really, really impressive. I wish our ceramic coatings could do this, to be honest with you, because as somebody been in the industry 25 years, paint correcting cars, that's, most of our process is sitting there just correcting and correcting and correcting these cars to get them to a, highly refined surface like this. And then we go put our coating on top of it, but it still will never have the depth or the gloss is this. None of the ceramic coatings I've ever tested in my life. But I would invite any company to go head to head with y'all on depth, and like I said, in an ability to cover the sand scratches. There's no way. This type of acid is hydrochloric acid, hydrofluoric acid, and sulfuric acid mixed. And this is something you definitely wouldn't want to do to a ceramic coating. This will literally melt the glass on a car. So I want to see kind of what happens. Oh my goodness. And then I want to take, this is potassium hydroxide, and so it's 14 pH. I just want to see kind of if this does anything different. And so I'm gonna grab a microfiber towel and then we'll try. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mix it. You can see it's having a nice crazy chemical reaction right now. Use it as a car wash soap and see what happens. It's probably gonna melt everything. Obviously this is straight, so it's gonna haze out the surface, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some car wash soap after it and see what happens, see if we melted this stuff off. There's gonna be a lot of surfactant and stuff. So let's see what happens. So let's see if there's any damage from that. Holy cow, no damage. Now let's see something else. Still hydrophobic. Yeah, ceramic coatings typically would not be able to do that. If I put something that caustic and acidic on it, it would typically destroy the hydrophobicity of the coating. And to see that it's still hydrophobic after that, that is really impressive.
So I just want to bring y'all guys behind the scenes a little bit of kind of what we do here every day. I mean, this is obviously a lab, so we're constantly trying to make these types of technologies, whether it be everything from a basic car wash soap to industrial coatings, whatever the case may be. This is some of the lab equipment that you would see in a normal lab to create some of these chemistries. And this is what makes me respect what I just saw with Icon a lot more, because it is very hard to formulate something like that. And like I said, personally, I've never seen anything like that. And a coating that you're able to hand apply, cover up that amount of defects is really like kind of revolutionary for the industry. And this is like one of the most controversial products I've seen on the internet. So that's why I was really happy to see Icon come out here and kind of prove their case to me, because, you know, I've been in the industry 25 years and seeing this stuff day in and day out, making these types of technologies, being in the testing and R&D for years with other chemical companies, seeing what they're able to produce. I've never seen anything like this from any brand. And so, like I said, I think that what they've done is really something special. To me, it's the evolution of ceramic coatings. You know, I don't think that you could honestly make anything better. It has every positive that you would want. You know, the only thing that you could possibly, I mean, just from a chemistry side, is try to improve the water contact angle. It's very good, you know, but we can slightly get better with a ceramic coating. But the thing with it is that hydrophobicity can fall off, where, you know, I'm torture testing your stuff and the hydrophobicity didn't fall off. So, you know, over time, I'd love to see, you know, once, you know, 5 years is eclipsed, is the water contact angle the same? If it is, that's truly impressive. So the best compliment I could pay you is I would put this on my own personal car without a doubt. Because you know, ceramic coatings, they'll never have the film build that the Icon coating does. And so, you know, the best compliment I think I could pay you guys is I would put this on my own personal car and I would not hesitate one bit. From what I've seen today, and I truly appreciate you guys coming all the way out to my place to kind of prove this to me, because I was a skeptic and doubted some of the claims, because they do seem, you know, from a chemistry side, they do seem out, you know, kind of out there. And so I appreciate y'all coming out, proving me wrong. And, you know, I appreciate that I tried to break the product and couldn't. Like I said, to see that it survived some of these chemicals, you know, I was really shocked, to be honest with you. So, like I said, I wouldn't hesitate to put this on my own car. And I think that that's the best compliment I could pay you guys.